This is Kenya News Update today. What if I told you a child's future in Kenya is still determined by their parents' bank account? That's the shocking reality behind a new education reform that's sparking a massive political battle. Coming up, you'll discover the high-stakes gamble the government is taking with the most vulnerable students and why this single policy could make or break a national promise. Meet a parent in Nairobi. They've spent years fighting a bureaucratic maze just to get their child basic support in school. Their story is not unique. For thousands of families, securing an education health and care plan, or EHCP, has become a full-time battle. But here's the twist. The very system designed to help is now accused of failing those who need it most. The government's Opportunity Mission promised to break the link between class background and success. The new SEND reforms announced this week are the crucial test of that pledge. And it's a moment of maximum peril for education ministers. The build-up has been trepidatious, with parents and backbenchers on high alert. The national debate has been dominated by costs, budgets, and deficits. This has done absolutely no favors to pupils with special educational needs, their parents, or their schools. The prospect of EHCPs being removed has caused significant stress. It's only recently the conversation shifted to a more child-centered view. From that point of view, serious reform is required. The status quo isn't working. The system is geared around EHCP access, with a cliff edge in support for those who don't secure one. Families without the resources or know how to navigate the adversarial system are the ones who miss out. This means despite children from low-income homes being more likely to have SEND, they are less likely to get the support they need. If the government is serious about breaking down barriers, successful SEND reform is absolutely key. Pupils with SEND are less likely to pass their GCSE exams, progress to post-16 education, or attend university. They are more likely to be NEET, not in education, employment, or training, and more likely to be out of work as adults. Given the overrepresentation of young people from disadvantaged backgrounds in this group, improving outcomes is essential. The goal of having the disadvantage gap at GCSE in the next decade simply won't be achieved without targeted improvements for disadvantaged pupils with SEND. The number one question should be, how do we best meet the needs of children, not how do we limit future costs? Financial sustainability is important, but more fundamental is having a system that actually works. One which gets support to pupils depending on their levels of need, at the right time, regardless of background. The announcement of a move to a more flexible system is welcome, as is new funding to facilitate the shift. Given the increasingly complex needs of the school population, less money is the last thing anyone needs. But here's the part that will blow your mind. This isn't just about education policy. It's a litmus test for social mobility in Kenya. Can a government truly deliver on a promise of equal opportunity, or will the cycle of disadvantage continue for another generation? The reforms are a step, but the proof will be in the implementation. Will it be a system built for children, or a system built for budgets? Some say these are substantive reforms where lessons have been learned. Others warn of penny pinching on the backs of the most vulnerable. The tension is clear: ambition versus austerity, promise versus practicality. But one unanswered question remains: if these reforms fail, what happens to the Opportunity Mission and the thousands of children waiting for their chance? Do you think these SEND reforms will finally break the link between background and success in Kenya? Or is it another political promise destined to fail? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more on the policies shaping our nation's future.